So hello guys, and welcome back to another analysis in our channel. In our video today we're going to go all the way to Anfield, and we're going to look at one of the strongest Premier League clashes that we have this weekend, and this is the Premier League clash between Chelsea and Liverpool. So Liverpool will be hosting Chelsea at Anfield, while Chelsea will be traveling to one of the most hostile grounds in the Premier League. So we're going to look at what is going to happen in this game and the tactical approaches we expect in this game. So Liverpool sit at the summit of the Premier League, having won both 3 games on the bounce, the same as Chelsea. Liverpool will be trying to at least win so that they can maintain their momentum top of the league amidst the rising pressure from Manchester City and Arsenal. Liverpool, on the other hand, have tough fixtures and will be looking to try and get Jurgen Klopp his 200th Premier League win. The previous head-to-head encounters between Liverpool and Chelsea have been draws, with the last time one side winning was back in 2021 when Chelsea managed to win there under Thomas Tuchel. So this is going to be a very difficult game for both sides, and most likely for Chelsea, as Liverpool will be looking to assert their dominance and try to maintain their top position in the Premier League. So before we even start anything, we need to look at the lineups, and I'm going to start with Liverpool, and we're going to look at the predicted lineups that Jurgen Klopp is more likely to pick to face Chelsea in this game. So we start in goal, and in goal most likely Alisson Becker will retain his position. He's been quite great for Liverpool this season. He's quite strong building from the back and also quite solid keeping clean sheets and stopping opponents from scoring. The centre-back partnership of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate have been strong, very solid, being able to shift across and cover for the advancing fullbacks, as well as marshalling the backline perfectly. The fullback position is where there is much significant improvement with the return of both Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andrew Robertson, who will be back, and both of them looking to fill in their respective roles in Liverpool's backline. The midfield region, McAllister trained and is back, so we'll see Curtis Jones and maybe Dominic Szoboszlai playing ahead of him, as these three complement Liverpool's aggressive counter-pressing midfield. Now we move on to the most dangerous place where we expect Liverpool to thrive, and that is the attack, with Jota starting down the right, Nunes down the middle, and Luis Diaz starting down the left. A prolific attack that have scored many goals recently, even without the involvement of Mo Salah. On the other hand, Chelsea will be looking to try and put up a solid, strong lineup. And my preference for this lineup is playing players in their natural position, and here is my lineup. Petrovic retains his position in between goal, his excellent distribution and his awareness to position himself to create, to block shots, and his strong shot-stopping skills will be great. Thiago Silva will be partnered with Disasi at the center of the heart of Chelsea's defense. They need to be astute, they need to be attentive, and they need to be quite ready to read the game, because Liverpool are quite strong in attack. Their partnership is currently the best working partnership for Chelsea in the Premier League. I'm going to go with 2 natural fullbacks in their position, but Pochettino in his press conference already confirmed that Malo Gusto will be available to start. And this complemented with Ben Chilwell, who did not also play a large portion of the game against Aston Villa, is more likely to also retain his position at left back. I will be going with a midfield 3 of Caicedo, Gallagher and Enzo, with Caicedo being slightly deeper, with Gallagher and Enzo playing ahead of him. The main aim of these 2 midfielders is to win the ball and as well to help Caicedo in ball progression, especially Enzo playing slightly deeper. I'm going to go with a front three of Raheem Sterling, Armando Broja, and Cole Palmer. I believe that this front three is well equipped and well ready to create threat for Liverpool. I want Cole Palmer to play in a much natural position away from the striking position so that Broja can occupy the centre backs and give him space. Before we even begin our analysis, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos. So we first start to look at how Chelsea can arrange themselves in possession, and we're going to look at how Chelsea will be looking to try and dominate Liverpool on either faces of the ball. Now, Chelsea will be looking to build from the back by spreading their two centre backs wide and having their wingers, their fullbacks starting wider. Liverpool are quite unique in their pressing since they press in a 4-1-4-1 system with their wingers staying wide to try and cover opposition fullbacks. This will only prompt the team to play the balls in midfield, where midfielders can spring out to either press the centre backs, while the wide players can be springing out to press the fullback. Their main aim is to win the ball off in the higher regions of the pitch and attempt to hit the opposition with rapid counter attacks. So, to mitigate this problem, Chelsea can either decide to push both their midfielders high up, or when Liverpool are trying to press their centre backs, because I've told you Liverpool rely heavily on their midfielders to be the ones to spring out to press opposition centre backs. In this case, this will be quite important for Chelsea, since that when Liverpool attempt to play this, Chelsea can use Caicedo to play bouncing balls onto centre backs who can look to progress with the ball forward, drawing in a Liverpool winger out of position and playing the ball directly to the full back. And this can make Chelsea have numerical advantages in the wide areas and try to go 2v1 against Liverpool fullbacks, where Chelsea could look to exploit Liverpool's high defensive line. Chelsea should be quite swift and quite quick enough to exploit these spaces because they'll have a lot of spaces behind the line. Alternatively, Chelsea can also build in a more traditional way, and this traditional way of building a play is either going long directly to play the balls in behind, or alternatively dropping one pivot if Liverpool are playing their front three quite narrow. So having a player such as Enzo Fernandez dropping deep, he pulls out a midfielder, and this can enable Chelsea to build down the other side, where they can create a triangle, and this can enable the fullback to receive the ball in space and attempt to play the ball to a dropping in midfielder on either side, enabling Chelsea to create that 2v1 overload against the opposition's fullback, in that case Andrew Robertson, down the left. And in this case, this might give Cole Palmer space to receive the ball and attempt to play those diagonal passes for the diagonal runs of Raheem Sterling, because Raheem Sterling will be having a competitive edge over Trent Alexander-Arnold down that left flank. So, I would like to come up with a suggestion in where Chelsea can use the build-up they used against Manchester City to look and try to cover Liverpool, and this is when Liverpool attempt to press with a 4-4-2 diamond with either Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones joining Nunes. And this is whereby Thiago Silva starts as a pivot and Petrovic plays as an extra centre back. This will give Chelsea numerical advantages in the midfield regions, enabling a player such as Thiago Silva to receive the ball and look to play quick 1-2s with the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher, and Moises Caicedo. This can see Chelsea progress with the ball quite fast and beat Liverpool's fast lines of pressure. In settled possession, we are more likely to see a different form of Chelsea. This different form of Chelsea is likely to be seen whereby Liverpool, since will be playing with a midfield three, will automatically go man-to-man with Chelsea's midfield three. So how can Chelsea create an overload in midfield, since in attack they will also be quite light with players such as Sterling and Palmer? This can be aided by either pushing their two midfielders to play behind Liverpool's midfield line, but again Caicedo will be left isolated, and since Chelsea have attacking fullbacks, it will be prudent if they use them. So what can happen is that Chelsea can decide to push their wingers quite narrow early on so that they can drag opposition fullbacks into infield and create gaps in the wide areas where Chelsea's fullbacks can look to move to exploit, creating these 2v1 situations against both Trent and Andrew Robertson. Enzo Fernandez can use his excellent passing accuracy by playing quite slightly deeper so that he can dictate the tempo of the play deeper, and Chelsea can form that 2-3-5 system with their midfield playing as the shield in front of the two center backs. Down the right, this will be quite important, especially when Gusto receives the ball and looks to play the ball to Cole Palmer. Palmer in this position can look to affect the game by either playing sliding through balls for Armando Broja or the runs of Raheem Sterling. Palmer needs a lot of space to operate in this right half space position, and that's why the Gusto starting will be quite important and helpful for Cole Palmer. Raheem Sterling down the left is also a threat, and it's good to put Raheem Sterling in a 1v1 situation with Trent. Since Sterling being on form recently will most likely beat Trent in a 1v1 situation, this is a battle that Pochettino should be looking to try to create, because if you manage to put Sterling in this 1v1 situation with Trent, he will beat Trent and give Chelsea much needed numerical superiority down their attacking areas. Now, let's look at Liverpool. Let's see what we expect from Liverpool and what makes Liverpool so strong, and what can Chelsea do to mitigate this Liverpool threat. So Liverpool like to build from the back by Alisson pushing forward, playing as like a third central defender. This is aided by Konate and Virgil starting wide, with Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold pushing high up the pitch to act almost like wing backs. In this situation, Chelsea can either press with their 4-2-3-1 system or the 4-4-2 diamond, with Conor Gallagher joining Armando Broja. Broja can be the one to create the pressing trigger where he decides where the ball will be recycled. If the ball is recycled to Virgil, then Gallagher can use his energetic stamina press to press Virgil and force Virgil to play the ball down the touchline area to Robertson. Here is where Cole Palmer can spring out, use his excellent pressing to either try to win the ball off Robertson, or Malo Gusto can shift across and be aggressive onto Luis Diaz, preventing him from turning with the ball and looking to try to win the ball off him and put Chelsea in a situation where they can easily counter-attack against Liverpool. But Liverpool majority of the time will be able to beat Chelsea's fast lines of pressure. And in this case, we are going to look at what Liverpool do in settled possession. And this happens when Trent inverts in midfield, playing alongside Alex McAllister. Diaz will move into the left half space with Andrew Robertson holding the width. So Chelsea can deploy both Gallagher and Broja to sit on both McAllister and Trent as they press the centre backs, so that they can force Liverpool to play the ball down the left, especially to Andrew Robertson, where Chelsea can engage in an aggressive touchline press. Also, another alternative is where Liverpool have the ball in these situations, and Robertson might try to draw Gusto out of position and attempt to play the ball for the runs of Luis Diaz. And in this case, Caicedo should be the one to shift across to cover in these kinds of situations. But you do understand that sometimes Trent is going to receive the ball, and this is going to create trouble. Chelsea, once receiving the ball, should be looking to hit Liverpool on the counter-attack, especially down the wide channels. So this is going to be quite an interesting game at Anfield. Liverpool, who are a team eyeing the Premier League title in Jurgen Klopp's final season at the club, will be trying to beat Chelsea and maintain their position on top of the Premier League table with 51 points. This is going to be a resounding victory if Liverpool can be able to pull it off, yet they are the favourites. So Klopp will be meeting Pochettino again, and Jurgen Klopp will be trying to flex his muscles while Pochettino will be trying to see if he can at least win away at Anfield, because it was rumored last time when he was at Spurs, he didn't have quite a great record playing away at the Big Six. So winning at Liverpool will be quite a huge confidence boost for this Chelsea team. Liverpool will be trying to get Jurgen Klopp his 200th win in the Premier League and at least try to push Jurgen Klopp to win the league for Liverpool. Chelsea, on the other hand, will be looking to try to go one of the most toughest grounds and put their foot playing against the very best in the league. Players such as Caicedo need to be focused and concentrated even when playing against a very hostile ground. What do you think is going to be the score at the end of the game? Drop your predictions. I'm going to go with the 1-1 draw or a 2-2 draw. I don't believe that we can go there and win. Thanks for watching.